Let's face it, the imposter syndrome, it never really goes away. I have always been fascinated by innovations, and especially in healthcare. For me, technology is a medium for solving the world's toughest problems. So as a nurse working during the pandemic, I knew it was a pivotal moment for me. I didn't know what my next move would be, but I knew it was sort of back to that drawing board and really exploring what that next move could potentially be. I knew in terms of my bandwidth and what I would be able to handle, going back to school, incurring debt was just something I wouldn't be able to balance at the time. So I remember specifically searching for nursing jobs within tech. I stumbled across Uvaro. And after reading up about the program, it was such a unique program in a sense where they allowed me to take skills I already had as a nurse and ultimately do something with it. So this notion of transferable skills, it was really brought to light during this whole process. It was definitely intense, nerve-wracking, everything that you can think of. At the same time, though, it became somewhat of an excitement, really, and very rewarding by the end of it all. I was hooked on everything that we learned every week, found a lot of benefit as well, and support through the camaraderie. So my cohort members, since day one, it was a support from each and every one of us that all motivated us to push through all the way to the end of the course. To this day, I still am in close contacts with many of them. So these relationships really were everlasting. One thing I learned through Uvaro was really harnessing my why. At the end of the day, this is the thing that keeps me anchored. My advice for anyone going through a similar situation, be it changing a career path, anything uncomfortable at the start, really dial down and study and find out what those anchors are, because at the end of the day, if you know what you're fighting for, it's all going to be worth it. When I first started my BDR position, I remember hitting 170% of quota off-ramp. I was told that was never done before. To me, that was a verification that I was certainly on the right track. When I think of career success through this whole process, what it means for me personally comes down to empowerment. Empowering myself and also being in a position where I can hopefully empower others as well, which is why as a nurse, it's not something that I feel I could ever give up, because I think at the end of the day, I find the most source of fulfillment in helping others. What Uvaro and what this new industry has taught me now is just that I have more than one way to do that.